Hello and welcome to episode 18 of our Timberborn update for hard mode Let's Play with the Iron Teeth faction. Last episode we did a whole bunch of building, set up the transition over to this side of, I guess you could call this a canyon, for additional power generation and industrial capacity, and then started building a whole bunch of these power shafts all the way over here to this mine area, which of course we also got started on. Hopefully we can get this properly up and running today, as well as connected into power once everything is properly constructed. And I'm also hoping that we can get this area powered. I might actually run the power just directly from here up through this little slot right here and see if we can get all this hooked up properly, because we do have, of course, these water wheels here and a huge capacity for putting in a bunch of these gravity batteries. And all of these trees down here that we probably won't ever be able to harvest because we can't get a lumberjack flag close enough without the ladders, which we won't have, not in this playthrough. At any rate, there's a couple other things we need to do as well. Of course, I mentioned expanding across here, but this is especially important because we don't have a lot of power. Presently, I've paused a whole bunch of this, actually almost all of this up here, and we're still 1,300 short on our power generation, so I think we need to fix that. We need to at least double the amount of engines we have when we expand over here, and figure out a few other things. Maybe slightly reduce the amount of these charging stations we have, because they do constantly draw power, as some of you have pointed out. We also need to adjust maybe just a little bit our crop growing. We have tons of cassava that we don't really actually need, because we just have a ton growing in. So what I'm actually going to do right now, I'm going to unplant all of this cassava. I'm going to turn that into eggplant, because we currently have plenty of corn. We have 155. That's actually soybeans. I'm sorry, we have 504 corn. So I think we're okay on the corn. Of course, we have eggplant rations that are still being processed, but we can always use more. We haven't even started processing corn because I haven't expanded things out correctly for that quite yet, but we're going to get there. We just have to figure out how we're going to expand this moving forward. But one thing we can definitely do right now, start planting more eggplant. Might take a little while for these guys to get caught up and everything, so let's go ahead and turbo speed. We have a 29-day drought ahead of us. Well, 28.2 days now. So it's unlikely we'll get through all of it today. But yeah, suffice to say, lots to do, lots to get done, lots of opportunity. We're not too far away from making some pretty major progress, but it is still kind of a slog to get through a lot of this, just by virtue of how complicated it is. But we can start filling in holes here. We just don't want to trap beavers in places they don't absolutely have to be trapped. You know, because that is just a little bit annoying to have to constantly plan around. Now, a lot of you said I should have put these power shafts underneath all of this. Yeah, probably. I could have very easily done that. But at the same time, I think it's fine. Should be a-okay. Plus we do have to build on the other side here. So let's go ahead and set that up. Give these guys something to do here. Then we can just keep on building down this side. We'll just have this go all the way down. And then I guess, depending on how we want this to depending how we want this to work, we're gonna have to figure out exactly where we want our power to cross. I think it might be a good idea to just kind of run it up the side here, since this seems to be kind of an unused area. So let's plan on that. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that here. Then we'll just come right up here. And I guess once all this is built, we can just come all the way up here, straightforward, and then figure out some way of getting it up here. That won't be hard. And then we just have to get it through this little channel here. Might even blast this out with some dynamite, depending on how we're feeling. But I think the better option for the outflow of water would be to just deepen this channel right here. I think that's probably the best idea because we don't want it to flow out the back and be wasted. We would like it to come over here and be usable so our beavers can take care of all of that. Now, let's also make sure, because we did have a scare last time. Yeah, our water situation's looking okay now that we've put some bots in our water pumps. It was just looking a little sketchy the last time. So we'll just continually fill this in with eggplant. Make sure that those needs are taken care of. Keep an eye on our resources. We don't have a lot of gears right now because we have some construction going on, and we've paused all of these. So I'm going to unpause. Let's just say that one right there, because we do ultimately need to be using as much of our resources as possible. But we also don't have power to take care of all that stuff yet. I think the power generation building stuff probably needs to take precedence. And actually, if we're going to do what I think we're going to do, we don't need these. So let's get rid of that. Now, these things are saying they're too far away from a district. So I think what we'll have to do, just put in a... can I get the right angle to do this? I want to put this down here. Is it not going to let me? Alright. Though this is a nightmare to look at. Alright. That should hopefully allow us to get in here and start building some of that. Because right now, otherwise this is kind of a disaster. It'll be alright though. Yeah, so all we're waiting on now is, of course, 200 some gears. So maybe we should actually turn on all these gear factories, gear workshops, etc. We have 640 planks. That should be enough to sustain, at least for a short while, everything that we need to be doing here. Food-wise, stuff is looking good. We can also... might seem kind of counterintuitive, but this was an idea given in the comments that I thought might be fun. Reduce the working hours a little bit because these guys, as pointed out, are going to be constantly drawing power if a beaver is sitting there working, even if the building's full. So if you have them working fewer hours, then you're going to use less power. Thought that was an interesting theory, so we'll try that out. There's no reason why it shouldn't work, it just might be a little strange. We have 130 explosives. So let's actually give our guys something to do here and detonate all of this. And then of course we'll have to rebuild everything here pretty much. But that's fine. I think I can get by doing that. Should be doable. Just wish I could go underneath these. That would be so convenient. Would be very, very choice. Obviously, we don't have any power here. That can't really be helped because, well, we don't have any outflow. We could if we lowered our floodgates, but we don't have enough beavers in this district anyway. Well, we have exactly enough. We just don't have enough to do more. We'll need to be keeping a careful eye on that. It doesn't seem like that's going to be too difficult to manage, but could very easily get out of hand. So this is out of range. All right. Let's help them out with that. This is out of range as well, it seems. Let me click on the thing underneath you. There you go. So that should take care of that, and then we shouldn't be too far. Is this out of range? No, they're waiting on gears. Okay. Shouldn't be too far from this actually being pretty much done. Just need to get our guys going here. It's a long-term project. I think we shouldn't have any problem putting the rest of this in. Are they just waiting on dynamite? That must be what it is. Yeah, they got one here. I think the rest of it is stored over in this district. Yep, you got it. They'll take care of that, I have no doubt. Yeah, the gears are going to be the problem getting over into this district, which is why it's so important for us to get this power connected, even though that is also predicated on us getting gears. So to that end, I think... trying to think about the best way to bring this in. So if the power's coming from here, the logical solution would be to just brute force connect it up top somewhere. But I'm wondering if it would actually not be better to just kind of organically connect stuff up here and see what we're able to take care of that, because we have this whole path coming around the outside of this section right here. If we were to put an engine right here, the power would come out on top of this whole thing, which means we'd have to put in another set of platforms to run the power shafts behind everything, which, you know, is not a bad idea. Probably should be doing that anyway. But we can't build on top of the efficient mine. That is not something we can currently do, or ever in vanilla, because none of these large metal platforms or anything, I think, are tall enough to get over. So we'll have to be pretty conscious of how we're spending our space up here. But we have stuff like this. It starts to become a lot easier to manage once you start stacking things up, which we can easily do. Easily do. So I think what we can go ahead and start just for right now. We can always get rid of this later, so I think that should be fine like that. Yeah, we'll just stick this. Nope, I didn't want to. There we go. Put these guys right here. I'm actually going to, based on the proximity of what kind of storage this is, I think we have this set to gears. The easiest accessibility would actually be from this staircase. So this should be a gear workshop, and that should be planks. So we'll flip that around real quick. There we go. And that'll at least get us started processing this wood. 400 horsepower. That takes, I believe, 75, and that's 120. So that gets us about halfway there. We could put in a few more things. Probably should... Oh, I can't put that there because I don't have any platforms. Well, that's fine. I can put those in too. So that would get us very nicely started on the way to taking care of the rest of the needs of this district and allowing us to replenish our tree farm just as soon as they get that all built. And of course, they need gears and metal blocks, and I think they should be accessible in this district if we build some sort of storage for metal blocks, which we might. I don't think we have one set up. We'll see. If we have to, we will. Okay, that's for explosives. I guess we don't have one, so it's, yeah, we'll just to save the trouble, I'll just make a small one so they can start importing. We'll come back and check on this a bit later. Hopefully that can get started. It'll be nice to have all that taken care of. So we can leave that alone for right now. Check on how our power shafts are doing. Looks like this is connected quite nicely. I'm going to start building from this side in. Okay, waiting on gears, which we should have, depending on what district they're trying to build from. one would think they'd be coming in from District 2 based on the path connections. District 2 does not have gears, but they've been using them to build stuff. So I think this is one of those situations where we just kind of have to do everything before we can do anything. You kind of get deadlocked into stuff that way. So that's another thing we can kind of ignore for right now. Come back to later. We can go ahead and plant the rest of our eggplants. Looking good. All right, now we do need to get some more of this food processing going, but we don't have, surprise, surprise, do not have the power capacity for it. So if anything, I think we can go ahead, pause 2 of those food factories because they are taking up a bunch of power when they're running. 120 apiece, so that should help the other ones run a little bit faster. As well as all these oil presses, we can easily pause half of those. That should help us just a little bit as well. If they could just finish this one, this vertical high power shaft, with the 1 gear, then we could start backfilling this. But it doesn't seem like they're going to want to this exact moment in time. They're behind on the gears. Hey, but look at them go. They already got these 2 built. Now we just need, you guessed it, gears and metal blocks. So we already have all of our gear factories turned on over here. They are working diligently, but it does take a very long time. We have plenty of metal blocks, so that shouldn't be an issue. We just really need those gears. And to see if there's any other ways we can kind of save some power. We have tons of canola oil, so I'm actually going to go ahead and just go down to maybe 1 of these. That really hasn't done a ton to help, but every little bit does help. Can I pause the carousel? Yes. That should give us a big boost. Hopefully. Sorry, kids. Fun time is over until we can, take care of everything. Hey, our gravity batteries are ascending for the first time in, well, a very long time. That's good progress. I want them to get this specific one done, because then I could just have this whole thing connected, ready to go. And not have to worry about it. Yep, still waiting on a bunch of stuff. Does this district have storage for metal? Yes, it does. Not really any storage for gears, but... Oh, no. No, there's storage for gears because it's over here. I don't know why I'm confused about that. So the general vision I had for this area, since we're already over here, was to actually wrap around the entirety of this thing with just power up on the top, production buildings and everything. Can easily fit in. If I was careful how I routed stuff, I could put in 2 of these 4 long buildings, like the printing press or the woodwork shop. But I don't think we need either of those in this district, because the treated planks can be brought in from elsewhere as they are being produced over here. No, we could always build a wood workshop, but we'd probably want to plant our other set of pines over here, which we could do. We have all the space. Very easily could accomplish. Or just part of this could be pine trees, and that would end up being fine, I'm sure. But that's another thing to consider for the future. Meanwhile, we have some explosions we can attend to. Alright, and then very carefully, do we have in this district explosives? We have 4. Where are the explosives? They're up here. So we would need... Oh, this is all connected anyway. That's fine. Yeah, let's build that. Super high priority. And then once that's taken care of, we will demolish these 2 and deepen that again. And here he goes. Popping that thing in there. Alright, detonate time. Beautiful. Perfect, even. So we can stick this back in there to get that connected. Go ahead, just in, because we're right here. Go ahead and get this detonated. Beautiful. And then we come in through here. Well, as soon as that is connected, we'll demolish this and then get that hooked back up. Should be good to go there. We have all of this right here that we are not taking advantage of because water is not flowing. But we have 21 days left, and I do not intend to let any water out of this until we absolutely have to. We'll get there, friends. We'll get there. It'll be a journey of patience, but we will eventually get there. How close are we to getting our engine? Nowhere close. Alright, so safely ignore that for quite a while. We still don't have gears here. Boy, what a pain, huh? Just waiting on gears all the time. So it might actually be easier if we take stock of what our supply is looking like. We're going to have to turn on the planks sometime soon also, so we definitely need to be... Oh, there's logs here that we can't get because I got rid of the lumberjack flags. Alright, let's fix that. We need to be building on top of all of this stuff. So let's see. Can have this set up as a pathway. And then I think... Yeah, we're going to have to wait for that to get out of there. But it definitely would be in our best interest to get power going as soon as possible, which also means that we need to get this shuttled over, which honestly we could just end up bridging entirely with all of these stilts, but I kind of just want to do it in one spot, especially because of how insane of a building project that would be. Now, these that we built are only right angles. They're only 90 degrees. And I don't think we have the ability to get back in there because someone made a bad choice when building this. Yeah, well, one, I could have rotated this vertical shaft halfway around and just gotten rid of that entire thing there, as someone pointed out in the comments. But I did not do that. So instead, what we're going to have to do is really build a whole lot of these platforms and get our power across that way. And it's not going to be cheap. Now, I think in terms of overall material cost, it will be slightly cheaper to come in this middle square right here. So let's see, if I do 2 and 2, yeah, that's the correct height for that. We're just going. All right. This is going to take a really, really long time. But it's going to be all right. Oh, I kind of want this to match, though. That's the problem. It's not like it really matters, right? If I could get my thing in here. There we go. So that will get our power across. And I think, yeah, 2 more 2 highs here. Go all the way across here. And I can already hear you saying, what about gravity batteries? Well, I'm not going to worry about them right there because we'd have to do a whole lot of blasting to really make that even worthwhile. And that, well, actually, no, that's probably not the worst idea I've ever had to do that. So there'll be 1, 2, 3. Oh, we could actually get 4 if we had enough dynamite, which we kind of don't. But that is an intriguing idea to put one set here and then another set on a second set of these platforms. Could potentially be an interesting idea. So let's put our stairs here. We'll think about it. They have to build this first, anyway. So that's done. And I think what we'll end up having to do here is going to put in warehouses. So we need platforms to put our engines on top of. So if we do that, right there, this will get us to 1.5. It's going to be kind of misshapen, kind of weird. But that's tends to be how a lot of this stuff works, right? It doesn't have to be pretty because no one's supposed to see it. So let's see, other storages we could definitely use. I think probably would yeah, behoove us to put in some gear storage. Doesn't have to be beautiful or perfect or easy to get into. We can make use of it all the same. And then we also need to be able to get down here, so we're going to have to put in these platforms. We'll need to get another thing set up right here. Now, did I put that on the right side? I sure did. Excellent. So I think this will end up being fine. It's going to get a little complicated, but we're not going to have to come up here anymore, although we are probably still going to leave this here just for the ease of access it gives us. I'm not going to build... I'm going to place this down, but I'm not going to... unpause it yet, but I will place that there. So we're going to have these all in a line here. And now the more I think about it, the more I kind of do want to put in another set of these gravity batteries here. But the way that this is set up, we'd still want to have the access from this other side over here by way of a suspension bridge. So I can't put another one on this side. And if I did one on this side, it would be blocked by this engine right here. So I could only get 3, which wouldn't be as interesting. But I think the 4 across here might end up actually being a smart idea. Oh, it's right at the bottom of the map. Okay. But we can definitely start detonating stuff here. We'll have to come back to that, see how that goes a little bit later on. Did they build this? Yes, they did. Excellent. So hopefully we can avoid any beavers getting stuck. We don't need any silly billies. So we'll just do one of these at a time. And hopefully that works. Just come back to it in due time. Good. This is operating. We're making gears. Love to see that. So this is actually pretty close. We're just waiting on the treated planks, which I imagine are going to be a problem because I have paused the construction of said treated planks. So we'll turn that back on. And we should probably turn these plank generators back on because, you know, we kind of need those. Which is why it's kind of important to get this already good to go. It's a process. And boy, is it a process. Alright, so besides that, we have eggplant. Seems to be growing pretty well. Food situation is excellent. We haven't built any more of these hydroponic gardens in quite some time because we relocated them to make room for all of this storage for food things. So we probably should find a place for those. And we have a huge backlog, of cassava, so that tells me we probably don't need nearly as much as we've planted. So we can start unplanting some of the stuff that we've got here, and we can turn this into... it's probably going to need to be eggplant, honestly, because I said we were going to have a lot more, and then we kind of didn't. So probably should be doing that. We'll get to that when we get to it. I want to see, did they put this in? They sure did. They're doing great. Nobody's gotten stuck so far. As long as they can build that without somebody having a huge crisis, we should be okay. Oh, that's too far away. All right. Well, what about now? Still too far away. What about now? Still too far away. What about now? Now it's in range. There you go. So we'll get that built, and then we can put that one in, then we get rid of all the paths, put that one in, and that one in, and that one in, and that one in, and then it'll all be connected. And they even got this done. Well, almost. We don't have these corner pieces in. So let's do that real quick. Alright, so that will take care of that problem right there. Okay, that piece is in. That's looking good. Anybody hiding down there? No? No silly billies. Alright, now put that piece in. How long until someone comes and takes care of that, huh? We should probably also check over here. Okay, yeah, we're looking at this not having anything attached to it. That is the problem. We're going to have this extend out just to build that, which is unfortunate. But this section is now complete, which means we can put in that right there. And then very slowly, methodically work our way up. And then eventually bridge across here to connect to something. Probably going to need to be into the side of our gear workshop. Which I'm not entirely sure how I want to do that. Might be kind of a challenge. Are they still able to reach this? Yes. Alright, now what about over here? Looks like we just finished that other thing. So stick that guy in there, looking good. How is this monstrosity developing? Okay. Promising. Alright, we'll just keep on doing this until they go all the way down. It's going to probably take a pretty good while. Pretty good while. Alright, so this is approaching the point where we can start planting some other stuff. So I'll go ahead and get that going, actually. We'll just fill in the rest as we're able. Everything over here is looking nice. We do need to put some other water wheels and stuff in here, but that's not a today project. That's a quite the ordeal. We never did this, so let's take care of that. Just blow that up real fast. There you go. Put those things in there, get that done, and we'll be in good shape. Now we can, if we so choose, start taking care of this area. We just have to decide where we want to put our batteries. Because we can blast down here all the way to the bottom of the map if we have... No, that's not tall enough. If we have these set up, and I do think we want to leave space on the outside just in case we want to put bot chargers or fermenters or something along this line. That might be a smart thing to do. So I think that's the route we're going to want to take. Go ahead and just start blasting. Get all that stuff done. That will be, see, we got 1, 2, 3, that'll be 4 wide. So that's a good amount of power to store if that goes all the way down to the bottom of the map. Then we just have to get everything connected up, which shouldn't be too hard once we have everything tied in. We just have to get into this side right here. Probably just end up putting in Another thing like that. So let's actually, I can't build anything there because that's going to be a problem. Might as well just have this come down here. Just continue building over the top of this. Not the most elegant solution, but it will work. I'll go ahead and hit that with a T-splice. And that should get us in a pretty good spot to start building the gravity batteries. We can always build them first and then keep blasting later. That is an option afforded to us. I could even fit in, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5. We could even put 5 in here, honestly. There is no limit to the amount of creativity we can use in these matters. So let's do that. Give ourselves one more here. Should not be difficult at all to get our beavers down to do all of this stuff. I am going to give them a platform here so they can do what they need to do. And we'll come back and check on that later. Now, how are we looking here? Looks like that's taken care of. One more here. Oh, is that still in range? No, that was dumb. Why did I do that? There we go. So that is looking good there. They'll come and take care of that in a moment. Meanwhile, back at the ranch of large platforms over chasms, this is now all the way across, so we can start setting these off. Yeah, we're going to be seeing a lot of this, so get used to that. A lot of rotation here. I don't even know what we're going to end up storing over here, honestly. I just feel like I need to do something with this space down here. Like it would be kind of a mistake not to. We'll pause that one too. Because eventually this is going to all be connected across here. We just have to be able to use it. How are we looking over here? That one's already done. That's done. That's good. Alright, that piece can go there, and then since we're already on that side, I doubt we're going to need anything else here, but I am going to put a 4-way just in case we decide to expand in the future. Not have to worry about it. That will get this whole thing connected right here. That is built. That's looking good. We'll put this piece right here. I think that they still have to come up here to build this one. Once they do, we can just go zoop all the way across. Actually going to go ahead and build those two since we have access to that. And then I think what we do here, we could even come in the, actually no, that would block the entrance. But I think, yeah, we're going to have to figure out how we'll do this. We'll need to build, yeah, this is going to have to turn into a T-square. Then work our magic with our power shaft nonsense here. And that needs to be like that. I think it's not an elegant solution, but it isn't a completely stupid one. It will work. It's just gonna be a little ugly. Wonder if that would actually make more sense to bring over here now. I don't think it matters. We just have to be able to get that over this way. Now, is that going to be the same height we need here? It is going to have to come over. Like so. Oh, this actually might work. Might actually work. Yeah, so that's going to have to come down this way. Right here. We'll make that a T-square just in case. Yeah, they're not going to be able to build any of this without putting a platform here. Is that going to be the correct move right there? It probably should be fine. Alright, that ought to keep him busy for a while. But once that's all connected, that's going to be very nice. How close are we getting this mine finished? 50 treated planks. Wow, they're moving at the speed of smell over here. Alright. Oh, both these are already done. Good. That's progress. How are we looking over here? Alright, let's set some of this off. And these. Yes, very good. And more. I don't know how many more levels down I can go. I think maybe another 3 or 4. Which would be nice, but we can go ahead and since these are connected, yep, we'll go ahead and put in our first gravity battery. So they can just go ahead and build that. We'll keep it blowing up underneath it. That will be perfectly fine there. Making some sort of progress here, I hope. Looks like it. Albeit slowly. Yeah, I don't hate this. I just miss the vertical power shafts. It was a very elegant solution. And the powered levees and everything. Oh, I missed my mods. Next playthrough. Next playthrough. Well, we're going to have a good time doing this anyway. Now, back over here. Yeah, I got more I can blow up. That's always fun. Alright, that one's not quite finished. We'll leave that alone for now. We're getting there. We're getting there. Now we should be out of dynamite, which means we're going to have to turn back our explosives factories. Can I unlock? Should I unlock for... No, I think I should save that for the bot part factories. 500. So I guess our bots are breaking down. Yeah, very slowly. We need to turn those back on. Or else we're going to have a bad time. Because that's how all of our haulers are, is the little bot thing set up. What a conundrum we find ourselves in. We don't have enough power to do, well, anything, really. Well, that does have to be on anyway. As far as gears, though, I think we can cool it on some of the gears. So I'll turn 3 of those off. And I am going to start bot production back up again because we really, really need it. Now these charging stations, if they're taking up power, I can go ahead and pause probably most of these, honestly. And that hopefully will help us a little bit with our power consumption. They're 50 each. That's quite a bit. Alright, and we are all connected here still, right? Good. That is functional. This is functional. We are rotating. Just waiting. And we're not that much closer. I really, really want this to be working by the time we finish today's episode, or else that would just be kind of bad, kind of unfortunate. Let's go ahead and do this. Get these two connected back up again. This actually isn't the most direct route. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. It's going to be the same amount of tiles either way. But it probably would make more sense to just go straight here instead. Yeah, let's do that. Let's actually not rebuild this. Nope, 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 nope. There we go. Pathing should be a little bit better on that. How's this progressing? Yep, metal blocks. We have 110 though, so we should be okay. Yeah, remember when I said we weren't going to get all the way through the drought? I don't know. We've been recording for about 46 minutes, so we might actually stand a chance of almost finishing. We'll see. We will see. We're out of water because these are all set to bots and we don't have bots. So guess what? Back you go. Pumping duty once again. Yeah. I really should have monitored that a lot better because now we're thirsty boys and girls over here. And we've paused a lot of our food production, but we still have plenty. So that's good to see. I'm hoping we can get this connected before too long, because then we can start using these engines as well. That would be nice. We still have a little while to go. Plenty of other things to be doing. Good progress here, though. We just need to build the rest of... they're not going to be able to build that. That is a problem. But we'll just put a staircase here. That's fine. Build those last two, and then we have access to this top part, which we were going to plant some trees here anyway. So why don't we do that? All right. So I want this to go. Basically, this entire top side, I think, is going to be what we want. So I'm going to have to put this somewhere where it's going to be annoying, and I'm not going to be able to put everything I want there. But if I put this here, then I could... Yeah, if I did that, maybe this is a better spot. Yeah, then I can just replace that with the tapper shack once the pine trees are all built. Pine trees are built. They're not built, they're planted. Planted and grown. Which actually means, since the staircase is there, that I would want that to be a staircase there for the more permanent attachment. That should be fine. We'll just plant a whole bunch of pines. And we won't need to cut them down, so I don't need to leave space for that. We'll just have a whole lot of all of this pine resin, which means if we're doing that over here, we actually wouldn't need one of these in this area anymore at all. And we can get rid of these trees and plant more food here, if we so chose. How are we looking over here? Okay, progress, kind of. Just need the metal blocks. And is that because we don't have metal storage over here? I don't see any, so let's see. I guess we could just go ahead and do the stock answer of just make a tiny little storage. Because we have to have something to attach to something somewhere. Hopefully that will get that jump started. Are we nauseated yet by all the screen moving around? Alright, that's done there. Should be pretty close to the bottom on that middle section. Yeah, we got one more tile in there. Yep. So that'll be it for that. Our power supply actually isn't looking bad since we got rid of some of those bot charging stations. But we are rapidly losing bots. Oh, because I have the bots making themselves. Oh, that's fun. Alright, so I think we're gonna have to have regular beavers do this again, aren't we? I hate to do that. So we should be in a decent spot as far as having beavers. Probably don't need this forester here. Let's pause that, get that guy to do something else. This guy is still kind of important there. This forester, I got 2 here. Do I really need to have 2 foresters working right now? Oh, they're already not there. Renji, go do something else, man. Okay, that's not inspiring. We might have a bot crash on our hands soon. It's not what we want to see happen. Oh, good. This is all connected now. Good. Excellent. Now we can be charging all of our gravity batteries. Yes. Very good. Very good. Then we just need to get this connected through here, which is going to be... There's always going to be kind of an ask. Let's see, do I want to actually blast a channel through here? Or do I want to... I don't think I need to. If I have this blasted down too, that should be pretty good at getting water down here. But I also don't want overflow to go out this way. But it shouldn't overflow. So I guess that's where we're at. I'm not going to have to stress out too bad about it. So yeah, easiest thing is just going to be to come up here. And then figure out some way of joining everything up on that side. So I think to that end, we'll put in... Yeah, we'll put in a corner piece here. And just go down the way here. The long and winding road. And then we can just run that along. Well, if we really wanted to be fancy, we just run it along the outside here. And then reconnect about in this general area. Wouldn't be the worst, most hideous thing I've ever done. In this game, at least. That's wasteful of resources. You're absolutely correct, but it's going to look cool. Then, of course, we'll have this come down right here, and that'll be fine to just make that last little bit by itself. And, of course, we'll reconnect this once everything is all said and done there. Now we will need to have some sort of a staircase, I think, coming up this way as well. Which I think the only way we could really do that is if we have it sideways next to it. Or at the very least so that there's a landing underneath all of these. I think that's the way we're going to have to do it. I'm just assuming they can build like this. If not, then that's going to be really not fun to discover that. But we did want to have these connect anyway, right? So that should be okay. We can actually, if we're smart, which we are, well, we like to think that we are, have this just connect in a straight line-ish path right there. That will work. Should allow us to build everything we need to build. Get through here, and then we can place our other district crossing somewhere right around here when we get to that part. Then we just have to connect our power shafts. Now, I know you're not sitting here with nothing to do. You really don't have anywhere to put any more metal? Do I need to build you more storage? I think the answer to that question is yes. Yeah, so let's put in some scrap metal storage for our boy right here. Get somebody to do something about that. Alright, and our water problems are... Oh, we're paused. Our water problems are solved here. Should be, mostly. I don't think it's going to be that big of a problem. Now the problem is dynamite. We only have 12 left. in this district, and we're going to absolutely need all of it and more to get that all the way down. In terms of metal, we should be okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and start building gravity batteries, just to make sure everything is eventually done here. We just need some more beavers. Got 127 occupied beds, 113 adults, 15 children. Kits, as you would. Alright, injuries, kind of unavoidable for now. Aesthetics, we could do something with. We could put monuments back up. Some people had asked if I was going to put those back in. Yes, the answer to that was always yes. I just hadn't figured out exactly where I wanted them. So I think for right now, I think we'll just put this guy in a nice, easy-to-reach place that most of the beavers are going to have to go through, which would be these couple tiles right here. Theoretically, most of them will have to travel through them at some point. We'll see how fast they build this. That should give them a nice boost, which should increase their lifespan nicely. Now, this district isn't too far behind, honestly. But we could also put our own monument. Pretty easily, I might add. Just right on top of the building here. Why not? There's no rule that says you can't do that. Boy, this is going to be an absolute mess. This is what the NIMBY groups would call a boondoggle if this was a real-life project. I don't want this in my backyard. Okay, well, you don't have to have it in your backyard. Because this is nobody's backyard, because these are beavers. They don't have a concept of a backyard because they share communal housing and their totalitarian labor regime. Boy, that's a depressing concept. All right. This area is thriving, actually, looking pretty good. We're still down treated planks. Oh, come on, man. Oh, they're killing me with these treated planks. I need 27 more. Okay. Do I build a wood workshop here? Because I know I can get the pine resin. I just have to have a storage for it. Do I put that in? Because if I do, I actually might not be able to fit it the way this is currently set up. Unless I put something else here. Which might actually be kind of a smart idea anyway. So we'll just have to do that. I guess, in terms of processing things, we could use another industrial lumber mill, and then I can put in a woodwork shop there. And then we could actually have a storage, small storage right here for, you guessed it, pine resin. That would be a pretty smart use of space. Quite efficient. And the reason I had the stack of the platforms here is so we can continue our pathing all the way around each level. So we'll let them keep at that. Oh, we're looking over here with our dynamite. Yeah, we're low on dynamite. We got to make more. Now the issue is probably we don't have any paper. Yeah, we don't. So let's turn that back on. Oh, we don't have enough beavers to do everything. And our bots are breaking down because we haven't been able to replace them fast enough. What a fun problem we find ourselves with. Alright, so we have fermented mushrooms here, soybeans, and cassava. I'm going to go ahead and pause a quarter of our fermenters just so we can get bodies. We have tons of food. We are A-OK on food. I just need bodies to run buildings. Oh, so this is actually built good. Excellent, excellent, excellent. That will help everything run a little bit more smoothly while we're working on getting stuff detonated. And that should be the last one on this side. And then we'll just put in some more over here. We're getting down there. Getting down there. That should be, I think, the last one Maybe there's two more. I can't. The angle's hard to tell. All right. How are we looking on our construction of our stuff here? Okay, predictably slow. But that is what tends to happen with these things. Alright, so I can't connect all of this completely here. Oh, we have this. Good, supplying power, looking good. Ever so slowly. Well, it'll be good for these guys to have that taken care of. Yeah, so things are progressing according to plan. Seems to be that way at least. Did we build our monument yet? No, we're still under construction, waiting on logs. But we have tons, so that is just a time management thing, it seems. Okay, is this because we can't find... Yeah. Oh, it's too far from a district center? Oh, I made a mistake here. I made a mistake. I have to put in a... Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to go all the way over here. That is quite annoying. I should have caught that before I built this. But once this other platform here is built, that should allow us to take care of that. I'm going to go ahead and detonate these anyway. Just because the show must go on. See, look at me saying we're not going to finish the drought and there's only 5 days left. Well, you guys like the long videos anyway, so I don't see any problem with it. We're looking good on water still. Well, no, but we're not in crisis mode. So I think what the issue here is going to be is we need to always... where's water? Oh, that's importing. We want the first district. We always want to import... Oh, it is set to import water. Well, I guess we're just not fast enough. Yeah, so this is now kind of fruitless sucking out of here. Maybe that's why it's kind of rough. I don't know what these guys are doing if they're not hauling water that's in here. What are you carrying? Oh, okay, they are carrying water. Seems to be working. All right, now hurry up and finish this. Yeah, there you go. Now the real question is, can we build? Yes. Good. Excellent. And that should be the last one on that side. Join these together. And then we'll be in a good spot there. We just have to get this completely done. Then we can start building the rest of these. I do not expect that all to be done today, but if we can get it done, that would be nice. It would be very nice. Yes, I know that by building additional buildings that require power, we are actually making it worse, but we do need these. We do need them. It's just going to take a little while. Take some time. Okay, and we can't get materials for this, and... Well... Okay, that's going down a little faster than I thought it would. But that's fine. We have our little beaver statue, though. Wow! One beaver. By the end, they'll all be going, wow! Flame of Unity. We're not going to be doing that one just yet. Alright, so these two here should be the end of that. Looks like it is. Excellent. And as soon as this guy gets this one in, then I think we'll have one more. Unless I'm just completely out of touch here. No, I thought they were bringing us some dynamite. There we go. Oh, is that all the way down? Oh yeah, here we go. Can still only do one of these at a time because of reasons, but 32,000. That's a nice capacity to have there. Keep everything running nice and smoothly. Get 4 of these here. Very, very good. They're going to take their sweet time doing this, aren't they? Because I know it's going to be a pain getting... Oh, we don't have enough paper for all this. It's going to be a pain getting all that metal and all the gears in here, but I think we're still okay to build the rest of these. Should be doable. Operative term, should. How is this going? It kind of isn't. Okay. Need logs and planks. Well, I mean, that's what they're doing here. Have we learned nothing? Treated planks. This is just regular logs. Okay, that's actually full. Alright, so that's fine. I think this might need to be its own district. 119 tiles away from the city center, district center. Probably would not be the worst idea for this to be its own district. Just to level with you. We are dangerously low on water over here. Would not be surprised if this all dried up very soon. But if it can survive a 29-day drought, then I have high hopes for, I guess, the entire rest of this playthrough. Should be entirely doable. We don't have haulers in this district, really? Yeah, I think we are going to have to make this its own thing. We could make it a bot-only district if we had enough bots, which we kind of don't. In fact, I think 2/3 or 3/4 of our bots have already died because we can't support them. Because we don't have, we don't have any workers to do this at all. There we go. All right, we'll get these guys back in here because they have the supplies. They just don't have all the workers to do everything. All right, so that's built there. We need to build the next one. Good progress there. All right, we still do not have the dynamite here. Killing me not to have that, but let's go ahead and put in, now that these are actually accessible, let's go ahead and stick all of those right there. That'll be nice. I guess if I was really concerned about stuff looking nice, I could have put these down another 3 blocks so they'd be completely concealed when the water level's at its maximum height, but let's face it, the aesthetics of this are not relevant. At least in the sense of accomplishing the goal that we have, which is to, you know, play the game. Oh, I don't want that one to go there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be careful how this all fits in. I might have to backtrack my way out of this. Yeah, this is gonna be a little dicey, actually. I think that should get... Oh, no, we're gonna have to pause that one. There we go. I mean, it's going to be forever before they actually, you know, finish this. How many builders do I have in this district? We've got... Oh, it's deprioritized. Okay. Now, what? My minimum is 48 to run this district. I don't know if that's enough. I think I'm going to reprioritize one of these builder sets. What can I deprioritize here? I don't know that I really can. Maybe some of these pumpers. Probably is doable. Yeah, let's get 4 more builders in here. That should help things out considerably. 1.6 days left. Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect all of this to be put... Oh, this is done. We're done. Oh, yeah. Efficient scrap metal. And, of course, nobody's available to work. But that's okay, because we'll just do it anyway. Give us another 4 beavers to work in the mines. There you go. Look at them go. Look at them go. Now they got to go haul their stuff. They got to go grab it. We really need a hauling post in this district. We really need more beavers. And we had some fun dystopian ideas for beaver breeding in the Discord, but I think for right now we're not gonna want to get too crazy. We are thirsty. We are thirsty in this district once again. Now, what happened here? Nobody died of thirst, right? That would be a shame. Okay, no, we're just old. What, 1.1 days until this comes back, I guess? I mean, these guys literally should be only, they shouldn't be importing any of this. But I guess they wouldn't have to. Yeah, we got to get this water out of here. We got to get it imported into this district. Post haste. Absolutely at once. So I got to find somewhere else to pump water from, because this is not it. That's decidedly not what we want. I don't want to pump out of here. There really isn't a good solution to this. How thirsty are we? Oh, that's not bad. What about you? You're hungry. You weren't thirsty. All right. I already looked at you. Because if it's not that bad, then I'm not going to be worried about it because the water comes back in 1.1 days. But it does beg the question, why are they not exporting? Why are they not exporting the water? None of this is set to not export, right? Because these guys oh, they should not be importing water from anywhere. District 2 should never import water. They should only be exporting. Not that that matters, I don't think. We just got to get these guys in here to... maybe it's because we reduced the working hours. And our haulers have been drastically reduced in number as well. Alright, so we're all thirsty. But we're not that thirsty. We're not deadly thirsty yet. Might be complaining, but we're not dead thirsty. That comes later. Alright, now I feel like we can go ahead and take care of that. We don't have anybody working on these engines, right? Good. Yeah, let's get that done. And then temporarily, once this gravity battery is in place, I'm going to just construct a... what do you call it? Yeah, that's the super scientific term there. And then we'll just connect this up so everything can be unified. And that'll give us an extra 800. Should be very nice. Yeah, we're just in a bad way with our bots. We had like, what, 30 or 40 of them? We just haven't been able to keep up because we've been doing so many other building projects. So that's definitely going to be something we're going to have to work on next time. But at least for right now, this seems to be doing reasonably well. Oh, and now we're low on planks. We're low on planks. Alright, because those were set for bots. Alright, well, let's fix that. Oh, am I going to have to turn off more food production? We have tons. We have tons of food. Soybeans, cassavas. I'm just going to go ahead and pause most of those. Get us 2 more beavers. Hopefully can work in one of these buildings. That's going to be making lumber. Yes, I don't know how we can have 211 beavers, 212 beavers, and still be this resource poor. Oh, what fun. Well, drought's over, so we did get through all of it. In case you were curious, let's go ahead and make sure this is All good, safe, ready to go. I'm not going to have any water come in through the back just yet. Going to have it all come out through this way so we can properly get our power restored. I'm not worried about that being dry. I am worried about these guys not exporting water. Why are you carrying nothing? You should be exporting water. What are you doing? What are you carrying? Nothing. You should be leaving. You should be leaving with water. Why are you not exporting water? You have tons of it. Your district is full. And these guys are thirsty. Thirsty boys. But I still don't think anyone's deadly thirsty yet. That is just so weird. There's no reason for them to be this bad at getting water. Like, is this just broken? Am I stupid? Did I just not do this right? Because this is just imported goods. That's not going to prevent them from exporting the water. They got 2,200 water here. Don't tell me you can't send it across the border here. Unless maybe I just need to... Yeah, it says, hold on. Connected districts will balance goods between themselves based on storage fill rates and custom export thresholds. I don't have an export threshold. I have a... Oh. Okay, so this is... 0% is always export, right? Or would it be 100%? I don't know. Maybe I'll just set this to 50 in the middle and see what happens. Alright, you're carrying water. If that's all I had to do, I'm going to be kind of mad, I'm not going to lie. Because it wasn't broken before. Are you carrying water? No, you're carrying nothing, like an idiot. Why are you sitting here? Because you're thirsty? There's water right here. Just go drink it. And you're carrying nothing. Okay. Okay, you're working at the pump. Why are you out here if you're working at the pump coming to get water? It should not be like that. Should definitely not be like that. Alright, water's coming out this way. Should be rotating. I guess if we really wanted to. And I thought about doing this earlier too. To put in water pumps up here probably would not be the worst idea. How tall does this have to be? 2? Okay. Now, am I dumb? Yes. Yes, I am. Because that's not going to fit there. That's not going to fit there either. Oh, I never detonated these. Alright, problem solved. So now I'm not dumb. I can just put these up here. And put those two. So that'll be insurance in the future. But man, these guys are thirsty. Thirsty, thirsty. This is actually building faster than I thought it would. Okay, we can unpause that. Get this all hooked up here. All right, progress. Progress, progress, progress. Now, do we have dynamite in all of these here? Yes, we do. So then what we do is, and then immediately put the next row in. If I can see anything, there we go. Please do not crash, thank you. Alright, so this area is working as intended. We are very thirsty boys and girls. Do we still only have 50? How is that possible? It really cannot be possibly that bad. Unless these people are just too stupid to export. Like, that has to be it, right? What are you carrying? Nothing. Why are you not carrying water? Like, seriously, like, does anybody understand why this isn't working? It worked perfectly fine until today. Or maybe the last episode, that would have been Tuesday? I don't know. If you have any idea what's going wrong with this, please tell me in the comments, because I cannot figure it out for the life of me. Really and truly do not understand. God, I'm going to have somewhere to put this other stuff. I just don't know. Don't know where is even going to work because of all this, the way this is set up to be built here. I guess I'm going to have to build some additional things over here. I was hoping to avoid that. One more there would help, I'm sure. I could put another 2 right here. No. Do they have anything else they have to be building? Or are they just gonna default this? Let's just speed build all of that. Hopefully that will help. I cannot believe how hard of a time we are having getting water in here. It should not even be possible for that to be that bad. Like, you're carrying nothing. You're coming back from the land of, we have way too much water, and you're carrying nothing. Why are you not putting it in your little pack thing? Like, I feel like I shouldn't have to say, hey, export water. Like, it should just work, right? Right? Set always import. District 3 is set the same way. I didn't change that at all. So something's broken here. Well and truly do not understand what is happening. Now, how almost dead are we? Okay, we're not almost dead with our water situation. It's just not ideal. It's not helping that our haulers are not working here. Is this one of those stupid things where I have to have one of these tanks set to obtain, or none of them will work? Because if so, then that is, I believe the word is asinine. Just a brain-dead design decision. But it's also possible I'm just stupid, and I don't understand the game mechanics. That is the one kind of downside about playing a game that is not technically released, is that a lot of the time the documentation is either poor or just non-existent. So now we got thirsty guys coming over here. Are any of them bringing water? No! None of them are bringing any water. They're just carrying food over there. Come on, man. And what are they even... They're not even building this stuff. They're just taking their sweet time. I really don't want all these beavers to die of thirst. That would be absolutely embarrassing. It just really should not be possible for this to be this bad. Alright, where are my other... Okay, I got 5 iron bots in the hauling post. That's fine. That's all well and good. Okay, we can't build this. Why? Because we don't have planks, we don't have metal blocks. Alright, so I guess I have to turn on my smelter that I can't run because I don't have any beavers to do it. How is all this stuff just go so bad so fast when nothing has actually gotten worse? And I don't think it's these districts sapping away all of our beavers either, because their happiness is actually pretty good. So truly, well and truly at a loss as to what's happening here. We'll go ahead and turn this on. These guys can pump as much as they want. What in the world is happening here? These guys are just sitting here not even pumping anything. So why do we not have water coming out of this? Like, you need to be carrying water out. Why are you not? Like, what is happening? Okay, like these are... Do I have to set this one as a supply? Is that what the deal is? Like, it just has to be set to send something out? Like, it can't possibly be this hard. It really should not be possible for this to be this hard. And I keep seeing them come over here and they haven't finished any of this yet. Jeez. See, this kind of thing happened to me before. Where I changed nothing, but the game changed something. They didn't say anything. And then all of a sudden the distribution doesn't work. So I guess I had to set this to a supply to get any of it released for the whole thing. That is really bad. That is, that's no bueno. Should not be that hard to figure out. Or if it is that way, then it needs to be documented. And if it's already been documented and I don't know about it, then I guess that's technically my fault. But it has not been communicated at all. So I guess we're okay. Done for this episode, I suppose. Just waiting to get some more beavers. I was kind of reluctant to add more breeding pods because we couldn't even keep the ones we had from approaching, well, it's not starvation, just dying of thirst. But I think we're in a spot now where we are going to have to have some more breeding pods. We just have to get something else figured out here. I don't even know where I could put any more of these things without it just being in some really stupid location that's random because there was an open square right here. Yeah, why not? Let's just put one in. What is even in this? Books? Yeah, we're not even making books. Okay. Well, at least we have, oh, never mind. We don't have water. We are down to 2. Again, I ask, why has this suddenly become a problem in the last 2 episodes? The amount of beavers in this district has not substantially increased. It is baffling to me. Well, maybe they'll have this finished before the end of the next cycle. I don't know why they're so slow. But there's our warning for a drought incoming. Let's take another look over here. Oh, we're dying because we don't have water. And I can't get any more in here until it overflows. Which it seems like it might in a second anyway. Okay, well. Okay, we got 13 days. Oh, that's fine. It could be worse. We have plenty of stuff to be happy about today. Even if stuff didn't go exactly the way we wanted. Still lots to be happy with. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this taken care of before it gets to be forgotten for the next episode. And we'll of course replace this with a 3-way here. Now the fun part's going to be building this because it's too far to be reached. That creaking is very irritating. Yeah, let's. Yeah, I think if I get rid of that, then I can build that again. Oh, what fun! Always, always, always a good time. Even if mechanics in this game sometimes make me completely forget how to exist as a human being. Well, the mysteries of water in this district will, I don't think, ever be solved. Unless some smart person figures it out and tells me how it works. Because I just don't know how this can have all this sitting right here and they won't import it. Or at least not fast enough. I don't know. That is something I guess I am not meant to understand. But that is all the time we got for today. We will finish up the remainder of the wet season next time. Unless I keep talking until it finishes, which is entirely possible. But then we'll jump into the drought here in cycle 28. I think we've made some good progress, even if we did have some problems with the water there. But yeah, so let me know what you'd like to see in the next episode. We are kind of still in, I guess, recovery mode for our population, even though we have 200-some beavers. We have to be able to effectively water them and fill the rest of these positions. I've had to pause because of lack of available workers. So I think next episode is going to end up being a whole lot of bot rebuilding and population increasing and getting everything hooked back up. But our mine is working slowly, and we'll be able to take advantage of all of the additional scrap metal from that. And we also have another mine over here we can get to if we want. I don't know why we didn't do that one first, actually, but that will be something for next time. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. I hope you're having a fantastic day. As always, huge thanks to the Beard Boosters who make all of this possible with their contributions every month. If you want to know more about that, there's links in the description. But do not ever feel like you ever have to be a part of that or anything. I'm just glad you're here. Hopefully you're having a great rest of your day. Whatever it is you're doing, stay safe, have fun, and we'll see you in the next video. We got Osterv tomorrow, and then this weekend we'll have some more live streams. And then, I don't know, got some other fun stuff planned. But I'll let you guys know about that when the time comes. Have a great day. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.